And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And that game against the Hawks, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's McConnell in at the point. And for the Nets, they've got Kyrie Irving, Wilson Chandler out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the center position. Back to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. From deep. And the shot by Warren, no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Where you start in the standings could be very different, Clark, from where you finish. As a team, what do you do to continue to improve as the season goes on?
I think it's a combination of little things and guys getting more familiar and more accepting of their roles. But I think it's always attention to detail, Kevin. That's really where teams make the most improvement, not forgetting the little things on a daily basis, the habits that produce winning over time. You know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with, a credit to him and his staff.
Yep, that one goes in there.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
Now here's Irving. He had 19 points in the win against Chicago. Durant in the corner. Inside, here's Chandler, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's McConnell. Here's Warren. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And a big part of McMillan's success, getting his guys, Clark, to play hard for him every night.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because this team gets the most out of itself. It's one thing to assemble talent. It's another to bring people together so they're playing for each other. And these guys do that night in and night out.
Now, here is Irving, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
You cannot let Oladipo get these kinds of opportunities. Easy throwdowns like that help him get into a groove.
Now, here's Irving. He's got 5, and stolen by McConnell. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Durant with it. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
Oh! Hey, hey, hey! Ooh, ooh, wow! And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Now, here's McConnell. Down low, Sabonis, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Lottery pick back in 2016, Clark. If there was a question for Domantas Sabonis coming into the league, it was about his length and agility relative to NBA athletes.
Yeah, and you know, those were legitimate questions, Kevin. He's not a big-time shot blocker, but he is nimble for a big guy. Doesn't possess the typical length of a guy his size, but he's got great strength. He's got good quickness, if not speed. And that strength and quickness and know-how serve him well.
Now, here's Brogdon. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Brogdon the pass to Turner, and he gets the bucket. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Got a piece of it. Allen kicks to Dinwiddie. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Sabonis. Now here's Brogdon. With the teardrop, LeVert grabs the miss. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's KD. Unable to get that one. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
Caruth is checked in for the Nets. The Pacers also changing it up. TJ Leaf comes in for Turner, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Domantas Sabonis. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Bulls in Chicago. Caruth passes to Prince. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen.
Brogdon's so good at drawing contact. You can't afford to get overly physical with him. Well, you know, he might be one of the more overlooked players, but Malcolm Brogdon, he had a sensational season last year. I mean, his efficiency, his maturity, this guy was a huge reason the Bucks were so tough.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Good on both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Nets trail by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Dishes it to Allen. It's good.
Not to be denied there. Allen playing hard. A little contact, not going to bother him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Now, here's Brogdon. And right now, he's averaging about 7 points a game. Prince outside. 3-pointer. The putback, and so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Caruch is out there with Prince, and it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. There's Dinwiddie after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Dinwiddie wide open. No good with the wing jumper.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Dinwiddie against Lamb. Brogdon outside. No good with the triple. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. Trailing by 2.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside to Brogdon. But they'll get another chance. On the wing, Lamb. Misses the 3. Nets shooting for the game at 42%. Here's LeVert. The shot comes out. Good D by Brogdon. Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Holiday with the 3, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Bounce past LeVert, and it's Prince penetrating.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Passes to Brogdon. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And here's McConnell following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. To the paint, here's Lamb, and slam dunk by Lamb.
And, you know, the vertical Lamb has is a bit sneaky. You know, he gets off the ground with such ease to hammer it down. Sometimes you don't know how high he's gotten.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. Offensive rebound. Chandler finds Jordan. Second shot opportunity. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And Lamb, here we go. And the shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Fires it up. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Irving.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
Oladipo against Harris. And Oladipo, here we go. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving way outside. A three-pointer off the mark. For Indiana, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And Lamb slams it home.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now, here is Irving. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Here's Lamb following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And the pass to Leaf. Back to Lamb. Lock at 6. Here's Warren. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nets passing it around. Left side Irving. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for Leaf. And Sabonis subbed in for Lamb. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 4 assists in the game.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and the perimeter shots, though, Greg, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
I like seeing Durant slam that one down. I mean, he's just powering it home thanks to that incredible position.
And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
Now here's Brogdon. He has 6. Outside Warren. And it's sent back by Allen.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce.
LeVert's checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Kyrie Irving. Indiana also making some changes. McDermott's checked in for Warren. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Now here's Dinwiddie. 5 points in the game. Here's KD. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Logged in the pass to Sabonis. Now Brogdon. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Back to Sabonis. Holiday, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes,
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you could tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell him stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's McConnell in at the point.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's KD. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here. And, you know, the Brooklyn Nets last season more than doubling their win total from 2 years prior. Great improvement. A surprise playoff team in the East for sure.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
No good from Irving. Pacers trailed by 5. And the attendance numbers can lag behind for a breakout team, Clark. Last season, the Nets, for instance, ranked last in the NBA.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a little bit, guys, before you catch up. The winning leading to fans. After the 2019 playoff run, I think they're going to see more people in the seats for sure.
Clark, you were talking about the unicorns. Miles Turner in that category as a shot blocker who can space the floor. I don't think he's got a ceiling. What about you?
I think his ceiling is really high, Kevin. He's still young, which always bodes well for somebody with his work ethic and skill set. I think he can be an all-star player. Franchise player, those are few and far between. I'm not sure if he can get to that level, but all-star certainly within his reach.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. Right side Durant. And it's sent back by Turner. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Prince is checked in for Brooklyn. Prince. Pacers trail by 3. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. McConnell finds Sabonis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, you always say you can't run away from the TNA. Well, Sabonis, the son of the Lithuanian legend, Arvydas Sabonis.
Kevin, I'm glad you've been paying attention to me over the years. You're right, though. That DNA stays with you. And the younger Sabonis has done his dad very proud. He's 6'11" to his dad, 7'3", but he's displayed the same kind of combination of strength and skill that his dad possessed.
Now here's Durant. He has 7, and yes, it's good. KD's got 4 points this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside Warren. Back to Turner. Clock at 4. Over Harris. Sabonis trying to get open. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Turner. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
He had a nice open look right there. That's 10 points for Miles Turner.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Irving, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
Now here's Oladipo. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Lamb. All sorts of time. He gets it in there. Lamb's got 8 points.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
Irving dishes to Allen. Stolen by Brogdon. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LeVert's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Pacers also with a sub. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Oladipo. Brooklyn leading by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Cuts off the pass. Brogdon with it. Guarded now by Prince.
And you can't say Indiana didn't work the ball last year. Top 5 in field goal percentage.
Yeah, you know what? It was a combination of things, and I'm a little biased having my roots with the Pacers, but they consistently made the extra pass, the next pass. And they had veteran finishers as well. They were as fun a team to watch in the league for me.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for TJ Leaf. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 5 hits from the high post. He's got 7.
Tell you what, guys, you give him these opportunities, and Dinwiddie with his shoot-first mindset, he's going to fire away.
Brogdon outside. Out to Turner. The baseline J. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Prince. Left side Durant. Kicks it out to Prince. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Brooklyn?
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
The Nets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in Indiana with a change here, too. Sabonis is checked in. Count it. Good. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
1:02 left in the 3rd quarter. Durant against Lamb. Pass to Brogdon. Puts it up from 7, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Brogdon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Brogdon so composed, riding the wave of momentum, not forcing shots, instead taking what the defense gives him.
Now here's Chandler. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle, here's Brogdon, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
Nets trail by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Durant, the pass to Chandler. That shot, no good. Nice D from Sabonis. To the inside, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, games like this really show Turner is the full package. When he puts it all together, it's special.
Dinwiddie kicks to KD. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Miles Turner making things happen for Indiana. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Allen is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. It's stolen by Allen. Chandler attacking, and he banks in the layup. Chandler's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Brooklyn.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Allen, and Harris subbed in for LeVert. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Pacers. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
No good from outside.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's sent back by Turner. Now the Pacers moving it up. Warren with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pacers?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Jordan. Here's Chandler. Passes it to KD. Latrey. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. McConnell with it. Harris is there. The pass to Brogdon. Outside Warren. Pass to McConnell. Over Jordan. A shot by McConnell, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Pacers leading by 6. Here's Brogdon. He can't get that one. Nice D from Chandler. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Brooklyn. The shot by KD. No good. The Pacers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. The Pacers also with a sub. Oladipo, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And he makes that one. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to run.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And a deep three from Irving. And the Nets, another three.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Irving. Pass to Turner. And here's McConnell. And again, it's Indiana.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Yep, it counts. 10 points for Jordan.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Oladipo. To the left wing. Here's McConnell. Yes, that goes in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now, here's McConnell. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Passes it to Turner to the right side. Carries it down low. Timeout. And now a 12-point Pacer lead.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pacers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And after losing the first of this 4-game series, they've gotten their revenge here tonight, guys, evening things up 1 apiece with 2 left to play against Brooklyn.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Miles Turner.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Now McConnell. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Here's Sabonis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Pacers lead by 14. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. On the wing, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
McConnell finds Warren. Now Oladipo. McConnell with it. Turner passes to McConnell. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.